Time to pull up a chair. We've got another great story for you today in the rLounge. Sometimes the only way to end a nightmare is to call out the monsters by name. Today in the rLounge, let's tame some beasts. Up first, family secrets are like awkward holiday dinners. You try to keep them under wraps, but eventually someone spills the gravy. Am I the a-hole for exposing my best friend for cheating on her fiancé with his cousin during her wedding? AVA's brother point of view. Reddit, I wasn't sure where to post. I don't know if this will ever reach to you, Claire, but apparently Ava found the post and absolutely shook her to the core. She recognized the story instantly and started screaming, "I can't believe she posted this. She's ruining my life again." She had the audacity to be mad at you. Meanwhile, you've been cut off by your own mother while she walks around crying about being betrayed. Claire, I don't care if we've only met a few times. You did the right thing. Daniel deserved to know. The world deserved to know who Ava really is. I've tried messaging you. I don't know if you've blocked me or if you've just moved on. And honestly, I wouldn't blame you either way. But if you're out there reading this, I wish I had the guts to back you up back then. So I'm doing it now. Growing up, Ava has always been the golden child in our family. I'm her younger brother by 3 years. And growing up, she could do no wrong. She was loud, controlling, cruel at times, but our parents praised her for being confident and ambitious. Meanwhile, when I stood up for myself, I was dramatic or disrespectful. She used to bully me, constantly, humiliate me in front of guests, blame me for things she did, and our parents always took her side. She even convinced them once to cancel my birthday trip because I was rude to her. Translation, I told her to stop calling me names in front of her friends. She was the pretty one, the one with the personality, the one my mom paraded around like a show pony. I, on the other hand, was the weird, quiet kid who liked drawing and didn't fit in at sports. My feelings were dismissed, my hobbies ignored, and Ava made sure I stayed small in every room she walked into. She used to bully me, not just sibling teasing, actual emotional abuse. She'd tell me I was adopted, that I was worthless, that I'd never amount to anything. When I tried to tell my parents, they laughed it off. "That's just how Ava is," they said. "She's just teasing." She once told her friends I was gay. I hadn't even come out yet, just so they'd laugh at me at school. When I finally did come out years later, she had the nerve to say, "Wow, so I was right." She was cruel, manipulative, and obsessed with control, and my parents rewarded it. She got away with everything because she could turn on the charm when it suited her. I learned to stay out of her way. Claire, I remember the first time I saw you at our parents' house. I was genuinely shocked someone like you was friends with my sister. You were warm, thoughtful, calm, basically Ava's opposite in every way. Honestly, I assumed you were just putting up with her. You didn't seem like the kind of person who'd let Ava push her around. But now I realize Ava did to you what she did to all of us. Manipulated, charmed, controlled, and used. When she started dating Daniel, I was shocked. He was such a decent guy. Polite, generous, actually listened when people spoke. I thought maybe she'd changed. Maybe this was real. Spoiler, it wasn't. I found out she was cheating on him with Liam, her boyfriend's cousin. I overheard a phone call and then caught her sneaking out one night. I confronted her. She laughed. She said, "You're not going to tell anyone. You never do." She was right. I didn't say a word. Not because I didn't want to. I just knew no one would believe me. Even if they did, they'd all protect her like they always had. And honestly, I was scared. Ava had destroyed people's reputations before. She knows how to lie. She knows how to twist stories and ruin lives. I didn't have the energy to go up against her. Not alone, but Claire did. She did what none of us could. She told the truth and stopped Daniel from signing up for a life of lies and betrayal. And what did she get in return? Threats, harassment, a ruined relationship with her own mother, all because she did what we were too afraid to do. After the wedding blew up, thanks to Claire, bless her heart, our house was a war zone. Ava was screaming nonstop. My parents were acting like she was the victim. They said Claire destroyed her life out of jealousy. Then, 3 weeks later, we found out Ava was pregnant. And get this, she doesn't even know who the father is. Because, yep, you guessed it, she was sleeping with both Liam and Daniel around the same time, unprotected. I overheard her sobbing to our mom. "What if it's Liam's? His mom already hates me. She'll destroy me. But if it's Daniel's, I could have had everything I wanted. Money, the house, the lifestyle." That's when I learned she wasn't even in love with Daniel. She was marrying him for status and stability. She cheated with Liam because Daniel wasn't affectionate enough and always working. Turns out, Liam dumped her after the wedding disaster. His mom was furious about the scandal, humiliated that her son got dragged into the drama. Apparently, she confronted Ava herself and said she brought shame to the family. Liam ghosted Ava after that. He wants nothing to do with her or the maybe baby. Claire, if you ever read this, I'm so sorry. I wasn't sure whether to comment here or message you privately, but since this post blew up and it's out now, I guess I'll just say what I should have said a long time ago. You didn't do anything wrong. I mean it. None of what happened that day, the fallout, the stuff with your mom, the online hate, none of it was your fault. If anything, you were the only one who had the guts to stand up to Ava, something I was too much of a coward to do. I should have said something. I should have had your back that day. I should have defended you when Ava turned the narrative against you and our family dogpiled on you like you were the one who committed a crime. You didn't ruin Ava's wedding. Ava ruined Daniel's life, her own integrity, and a family's reputation. You just held up the mirror. I've cut contact with her since the wedding. I don't speak to our parents either. The fallout was brutal. It forced me to finally choose who I want to be. So yeah, I'm gatekeeping no longer. Ava was a bully, a liar, and a narcissist. And Claire was the only one who had the guts to call it out. And I'm sorry for the silence, for the cowardice, for the family that turned against you when you deserve support. I hope you find peace, Claire, and I hope Ava finds accountability for once in her life. Sincerely, Ava's exhausted, embarrassed, and finally honest brother. Claire sounds like a real one for finally calling Ava out, even though it cost her so much. It takes guts to stand up to someone like that, especially when the whole family's protecting them. I get why you didn't say anything before. Sometimes it feels like no one would believe you, and honestly, who wants to fight a battle you're likely to lose? It sucks that Ava's still causing chaos and the family's reaction sounds like a nightmare, but I'm proud of you for cutting ties and choosing to step away from all that drama. Hopefully, Ava will have to face the music sooner or later. Have you ever witnessed someone close to you get away with toxic behavior just because they're family? Let us know in the comments. Just when you think family drama couldn't get any messier, along comes the stepsister. Am I the a-hole for refusing to spend time with my stepsister? Backstory. I'm 15 female. My parents divorced a year ago because my father cheated. He married the affair girlfriend like instantly. I think he's a complete jerk and told the judge I wanted to live with my mom. So I do, but they still said I had to go to my father's every other weekend. I don't want to see him, so I refused to go at first, but it was stressing my mom out with court stuff. I agreed to go as long as his wife is totally hands-off and I can stay in my room and not be bothered except for one family activity of their choice. So that's where we are. Every other weekend, my dad picks me up, talks at me in the car because I won't talk to him. We go to family therapy where everyone but me talks. I stay in my room until sometime Saturday when I go out with them to do something fun, and then mostly stay in my room until my mom picks me up on Sunday. I have plenty of stuff to keep me busy, so I'm fine, but everyone else, not so much. A fair wife has kids, 12 female, 9 male. That would go to their dads on my weekends, so I never saw them, but the schedule changed, so now they're there when I am. 9 male is fine. He asks to borrow a video game now and then, but he's like polite about it and gives them back, so sure. 12 female won't leave me the F alone. Anytime I don't literally have my door locked, she's barging in trying to talk to me or wanting to do something. I tried to tell her to leave me alone in a nice way, but last time I just blew up and told her I never want to talk to her and I'm going to ignore her from now on. She cried about it. A fair wife got mad. My father said she's having a hard time with the divorce too, and I shouldn't take it out on her. I told him he could stop forcing me to visit, then, and problem solved. Everyone is mad. My mom says she gets it, but 12 female probably is just looking for someone not her parents to talk to. I just don't see why it has to be me. Verdict? Not the a-hole. Edit. Okay, after reading everything and thinking about it for a few days, here's what I'm going to do. A lot of people suggested letting them have it in therapy. So, tomorrow, I'm turning into an unskippable cutscene in therapy. They want me to talk, so I've got a whole filibuster planned if I need it, and no one else is getting a word in edgewise. My father will be addressed as cheater, and a fair wife as adulteress from now on. If that doesn't get me dropped off back at mom's, when the other two kids get to the house, they are going to be told everything about cheating. I'm rewriting the lyrics to a really catchy song to be about my cheating father, so I can sing it at him and get it stuck in his head if needed. Guess we'll see if that works better than ignoring them. Edit 2. It's been an intense weekend, y'all. I dropped all the nukes in therapy. My father nearly got kicked out of the session. He was big mad, but he wouldn't let me go home. As soon as the kids got to the house, I caught 12-year-old female and apologized for snapping at her and told her I had just been on edge a lot since her mom and my dad cheated, and that's why everyone broke up. She didn't know, so she started crying and yelled at her mom, and all hell broke loose. Leaving out the rest for reasons, but my mom came to get me. The cops got involved, and it turns out a fair wife said she would divorce my father if he brought me back to their house anyway, so at least for right now, I can stay at my mom's. I guess what happens next depends on what the court says. But I had to go talk to some people yesterday about what happened, plus I was able to record some of it, so I don't know, I hope it's enough for me to be free. Update, 9/14/2023. I'm free! It's been like a month, and I see a lot of people want an update. I had to do less screen time for a while on doctor's orders, so I'm finally back. I don't want to post an update on Am I the A-hole because I'd have to censor it a lot because of what happened. First, I'm free. I don't have to go back again. Woohoo! So, the thing I couldn't say on my update to my post was things got physical after I dropped the nuclear option. Adulteress went off the rails and pushed me against the wall and slapped me really hard. She has nails, so I ended up cutting my face kinda deep, and the cuts bled like crazy, and I hit my head on the wall. I had put my phone on record and stuffed it in my sports bra band when I heard them start yelling for me to come downstairs, so got the audio for the whole thing. Cheater realized they screwed up, I guess, so while I was pulling her off of me, I ran and locked myself in the bathroom and sent the recording and a picture of my face to my mom. Mom was the one that called the cops, and she showed up right after they did. They let me go with her, and one escorted us to the ER, and I had to get a few stitches and answer a bunch of questions. My mom is super chill, but she was the maddest I had ever seen her. I had a little bit of a concussion, so I wasn't supposed to read or be on my phone a lot. I know my mom told the cops she wanted to press charges on adulteress, but I don't know what's happening with that now. My mom says the custody situation is fixed for now. I'm with her full time. Cheater can ask to visit me, but I don't have to, and adulteress isn't allowed to have any contact with me at all. To which Cheater said that was fine because she didn't want me at the house anymore anyway. I had to talk to some social workers and a lawyer, and I think adulteress may be in trouble about her own kids too, but I don't know. So that's what happened. Had to start school with a cut-up face, but my mom's a nurse practitioner, and she said they'll heal up without a scar if we take care of them. And I don't have to see Cheater anymore. Since the kid's dad teaches at my school, and I have to take a class he teaches before I graduate, my mom met with him and the principal, and I gave her the game 9 male liked and a bracelet 12 female liked with a note to give to him so he could pass them on if he wanted. Probably won't see them again. I'm feeling a lot better now that I can stay home. Now I can get on with life. When you finally tell her straight up you don't want to talk, she throws a tantrum and cries. Please. That's next level manipulation. The "poor me, I'm struggling with my parents' divorce" card. Used to guilt trip you into babysitting her emotional mess. Nope, not your problem. But it gets worse, right? She actually physically attacked you? Like, what even? That's not just about being annoying. That's straight up abusive. I'm glad you had the presence of mind to record it because that's the kind of evidence you need when someone crosses a serious line. And honestly, if she thought she could push you around, she clearly underestimated how much you're done with her BS. What would you have done? Share your thoughts with us in the comments below. And thank you for joining us today in the rLounge. Be sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on our next video. Until next time. And please put your chair back where you found it.